Yo guys, what is going on? It is your boy. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Tonight we are going to be doing a team of the week investing video. I meant to record this today, but I didn't. So it's better late than never. Better late than never. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, let's get into it. So first thing I want to talk to you guys about before we talk about the team of the week is this icon swaps objectives. Man, these are so hard. I just did two of these today at the same time. And I still have to do 4 other leagues, man. It's going to be a pain in the butt, dude. It is so hard, especially at the skill rating that I'm at. But we're going to push through it. Hopefully, it's worth it. And then we obviously have the squad battles, which we will do. Thank you guys for the support in the channel. It's going to be a really low-key upload tonight. Nothing that crazy. We're just going to talk about Team of the Week 4. Some of the players in the Team of the Week, just about going out of packs. Last Team of the Week, honestly, was not that profitable. And week on week, guys, these are going to be less profitable as we go just because of the supply and the recency, right? It's going to be a little bit less profitable. Now, something that could make these Team of the Weeks a little bit more profitable is the idea or the concept if EA decides to suddenly start with bringing a lot more SBCs with inform requirements. Today, I think we had one inform requirement for Vela, which doesn't hurt, but they need to get back on the grind of the inform requirements. It's annoying, man, because I think a lot of us are people that are waiting on EA to give us these SBCs that do require informs and make our discard informs go up. And the difference between last year and this year is that we don't have icon SBCs, man. We do not have icon SBCs anymore. So we are, in a way, being restricted from a lot of these investments going up due to the icon SBC. So what I want to do today with you guys is just kind of go through this team of the week, talk about a few prices, talk about players that I do like, talk about players that I don't like. And yeah, so let's get into it. As the bench, the reserves, there's nothing to talk about here. I'm not going to do a discard stock with any of these guys. Adama Traore was cheapest on Saturday. I think he'll go up a little bit out of packs. I'm not that confident. Now, I do know that this card has a ton of demand. I can tell you guys just exactly how much demand. He has been used in about 12,000 games so far, which is a lot of games considering it's only been 4 or 5 days. I also think a lot of people got him red, so a lot of people that do want to use him just ended up using as red, not as inform. But you could see a little bit of a rise out of packs with this guy. Look, there's something in the back of my head telling me this guy's going to fly. There's also something telling me don't buy into the hype. What I can tell you is that he's already at 4,000 coins in packs, which is a lot. So he's up a lot already, which is something that I always look away from whenever. Look, when you see somebody getting bought at the same price all week, that's always a really good sign because it shows the demand. When you guys see a guy sometimes rising before he goes out of packs, it does have to hint at the fact that his supply has not been the best, so really hasn't been packed too much in the last few days. And look, I'll be honest with you guys, Saturdays have been the cheapest for Team of the Week. If you want to get the absolute cheapest with Team of the Week every week, you buy it on Saturdays. Now, I would suggest flipping it on Tuesday or Wednesdays because honestly, Tuesdays and Wednesdays have been comparable with prices on Thursdays and Fridays of the week of them going out of packs. So it would be really efficient for you to do that. You don't need to do it, but you could do it. So Traore was one that I wanted to talk about. I do have my eyes on him. Nothing that much over here. I think something cool with Wesley is that he's 12 to 13K. And it's not a bad card. I really don't think you can go wrong. I used him. He's really stiff. I have his red, but I had to use him for a little bit for the objective. But not that that has to do anything. I mean, he's in the Premier League. He's 6'3". He's got 97 strength. I don't know how much you could go wrong with this card. I mean, it would be hard for this investment to fail. The only thing is he's got 46 balance and 55 agility. So, you know, I don't know exactly if this is going to be the best option, but it's not a bad option by any means. This is also a very decent shot. I mean, this guy's a cam in the league on that is discard. So this is not a bad option as well. For any other you guys trying to invest, this is not a bad option by any means. I'm not against this at all. Just the discard one, put it in your club, forget about it. Theo Hernandez, we got to talk about. Now, this guy hit 60K earlier. He's back down a bit, which is nice. He's at about 55K right now. This guy will do well out of packs. He will also get killed. He will get killed if there's an SBC tomorrow, so make sure you guys look out for that. But I'm not against this card. He was actually selling at 60K earlier. I think if you look on the market at the moment, he looks like he's about 54 to 55, which is not bad. I mean, it would probably look like 50 to 45, so you would hope for the supply, but I think you can't really go too wrong with this card. You're talking about a French left back playing in the Serie A. Now, the only problem is in the Serie A, obviously Sandro rivals him, and then in the French, you know, the France left back situation, you have a lot of, you know, you've got Roussillon, you've got Mendy, you've got a lot of those players going on, so not really sure the success rate there. This guy is also a discard, I believe, a La Liga keeper, so this would be a safe one just to put one in your club. I'll have to go through and do all this Well, I might do it with a few cards tonight just to get him in, just to get him going in the club, but nothing crazy. This is Hradecki. Hradecki is 17K for a Bundesliga keeper. You probably can't go wrong there. Very, very safe and cheap. Dunk is a discard Premier League investment. Probably a rare thing to see that you see an inform that's 10,000 coins. Unfortunately, he's in my draft right now. He's atrocious. But at 10K, could you really go wrong? Is it safe? It's really safe, yeah. So that's something that I do like. Semeto's a problem because Semedo was already 80 to 85K, and now he's 95K. So Semeto's very, very already up. So you need to be careful if you're buying Semedo. I do think he'll do good out of packs, but I'm not in love with the fact that he is a left back. I wish this dude was a right back because I know his right back card has way more demand than a left back card. I know a left back, a lot of people in this league go Mendy. And so basically what you would end up with is maybe people like starting left back Semedo and then left back Mendy and switching them because he does have a 3-star weak foot on the left side, which is a little bit of like something you don't love. Another discard inform here. This would be something so safe with Verratti. I mean, Verratti's 34K for an 87 rated inform, and Verratti's card always seems to, throughout the year, somehow get rare. Just always at the end of the year, it's a card that, if he doesn't have informs, is always selling at like 60 to 80K. So might just be worth getting one for your club. I mean, he's 35K. His lowest this week was 32. So it may be worth getting one or two for your club, guys. We'll take a look if we can get one. I don't love his price right now, but it's not bad. Jorginho's also very safe. This is a Premier League center mid. You will see some people just getting into their team because they're not looking at the stats. And, well, sadly, they're just looking at the dynamic image. That's how people work. Gomez may rise a little bit. I think you've got a little bit of a restriction with Dybala around the same price. I don't know the total demand with this card. I'm sure he's really good. I just don't know how much he'll go up. Seeing that Havertz hasn't moved in 2 weeks makes me a little bit worried about this card. But I think for these cards to really move, they do need to get rare first, which is something you guys need to consider. Really like Bergwijn, man. I don't know why, but I really like him. He was selling at 65K on the second day. Although the hype has died down, he still gives a perfect link to Malin, and I think there's a genuine hype level there. There's a lot of people that are interested in the card because of Malin. And I think that those two, Malin is still a player that people are still including in their starter squads. So it could be a player that does rise out of packs. Playa is a very safe bet. He's actually 14K. He's the lowest he's been all week, which is not a bad gig. I mean, considering Thuram was an inform from another team of the week that actually, I think, was 18 and was an 81 and didn't have an image, this is not a bad idea. He also gives a link to Thuram. Immobile is a guy that's going to be your guy that probably goes from 65 to 70, probably to like 80 to 90 within a few weeks. It's going to take some time. And you also have to understand that if these guys are, if they do get another inform, that they're in jeopardy, obviously, of that. Dybala is going to rise out of packs, that's for sure. It's just going to take a lot of time. So I don't think it's worth investing in Dybala just because I think the time that it's going to actually take for him to go up is going to be a while. That would be my opinion. He's going to have to get rare. I've never seen a Dybala, I don't know how you pronounce it, in FIFA this cheap. I mean, he is really, really cheap. He's usually a guy that sells really, really expensive. So for the time being, he is extremely, extremely cheap. What I'll do right now with you guys is definitely I'm going to take a look at buying just one of each of these guys for the club that I feel like are at a decent price. So this guy at 29. What I would do in the scenario that I'm looking to invest for the club, obviously, if you can't get it, you can't get it. But you sit here, and this would be the concept, right? When you guys are trying to pick up one of each for your club, this is, again, a longer wait. This guy was cheaper on Saturday, but for me, I'm still okay with 28, and you've got a full day. You guys, look, I don't have that much time tomorrow to buy all these cards, but that's why I'm doing it right now. I think I packed Jorginho, so this may be a duplicate. We'll have to see. But, yeah, man, I mean, look, it's just like it's very safe just to put one of these guys in the club. We don't have Jorginho, which is good to get him in. Verratti, I'm also very interested in. And look, this is like a weekly 200K, 150K investment. You could actually scale it to how you guys want to. You don't have to actually buy all these cards that I buy. I'm just trying to kind of give you guys the safer buys, the ones that I do really like. Verratti right now is a little bit high for my liking. I liked him earlier this week. Now he's a little bit too high. He's about 37. So I'm gonna pass on that for now. Yes, I would love to get him in the club. I would love to get him in the club. But I think for now we're going to have to take a little bit of a pass on him. I think this player is a snipe. I don't think he's actually 14K because that would be a little bit crazy considering he's been like 16 all week. But 15,750 actually on the market, which is actually kind of surprising. I was expecting this card to be a lot more. This will be a card that I think will go from like 15 to 18. Like nothing that crazy, but enough to make you be like, okay, let me get one. Not a card that I would buy 100 of. Obviously, you do have those specific cards. There are cards that you can buy 100 of. So we get one for 15K. As you guys can see, it took less than a minute, and it's important to buy fresh. We're still at the time of the year, guys, where cards are going to be worth a lot more in a few weeks if they're fresh. For example, from the Team of League 1 investing video, I did sell a, surprisingly enough, you guys may or may not believe me, I actually sold a Malin because it was fresh for 80,000 coins when he was 60K. When the Bergevin card came out and the hype was, the hype was stirring and everybody was going crazy, I really sold him that expensive, and that was just because he was fresh, he was brand new, and so people were willing to, I guess, pay the big bucks for it, man. You know what? People want to pay the big bucks. They could go for it, man. I'm here. I'm ready to go. So this guy's 10,250 on bid. This is also another thing you guys can do. As you guys can see, he's 10,250 on bid. So if you can, if you're struggling to find the bin, what you could just do is do 10,250, right? And then you guys make sure you guys are getting it for the cheapest. You could also just sit on bin. And if you're, if you don't really care about those coins, then you don't really care. That's up to you. You know what's actually interesting that I didn't point out is this guy right here, Rodriguez. Now we're gonna run into some trouble here because I don't know what. I'm gonna have to look up his name real quick. Luis Rodriguez. I think it's Luis Rodriguez. Let's see. Luis Rodriguez. Boom. There we go. So this guy is also interesting because this reminds me of a player that. I'm always thinking ahead of time and look, these are little investments that you wait a while on, right? So this would be something that I'm not rushed on this, right? I'll take forever for this to go up. I don't really care, but this kind of reminds me of a player that maybe goes up for some kind of event, right? Something that is just random, but you're like, wow, I actually took the time that week to put that dude in my club. I'm so happy I did that. And that's kind of the goal of the Team of the Week investing videos, guys, is that they make sure that you're keeping the stock in your club, and you could buy 2 to 3 a week, man. It doesn't even matter, guys. When you watch these videos, you don't have to buy all the cards that I'm buying. You never, and there's not really, that's why I like to get these videos out before there's 2 days before they technically go out of packs. So you guys do have a little bit of a window to get these cards and not really have to stress about me dropping this video on the day before they go out of packs. So yeah, I mean, just going forward, guys, Saturday is the cheapest time for these cards. They all are cheapest on Saturday. And I hope that you guys understand why I wait. And the reason why I wait is that EA, they just dropped, man. Last year when I was investing in Team of the Weeks too early, they would drop these SBCs, right? And then these cards would literally just die from the Team of the Week. And I would tell you guys this, man, it's always better to be late to the party than early. Always, man. Think about real life, right? Always better to be late than early. So don't arrive early to the Team of the Week investments. It's not smart. It's not smart, but look, the risk is higher. That is for sure. Was that a hunter? Okay, we'll get that one because he has a hunter. Actually, let's try to make some money on this because you guys know with cards that sell with hunters, they're going to sell for a little bit more. So we'll try to make a quick little flip on that, and then we'll try to get a cheaper one. That would be a power move. If we can end up getting one for 13. I think somebody's bidding all these ones right now, so I don't know if we'll be able to get them. I really want to get Verratti and Theo Hernandez. Those two I probably won't end up picking up in this video, but those two are ones that I really do want to pick up. So just keep that in mind, guys, as you invest in everything. I really want to get those two guys really badly. So I'm going to probably buy those off video tonight when they get down a little bit or tomorrow or whenever, right? So just invested a quick 120K. And then if you guys want to take a little look just to give you guys an update, because I think it's good to do in these videos to show you guys how it's been going. So Ibrahimovic, we bought at 24K in Team League 1. He's up to right now about 35K. So slowly increasing, right? Starting to get a little bit more rare. Gerard Moreno, kind of a bust. We bought him at 14,750. Still 18, right? That's an SBC player. You're going to need SBCs to bring him up. Delaney, we bought at 51. Delaney's currently 90,000 coins. So I'm holding that one for a long time. Brozovic, not really up. All these are a little bit more SBC fodder oriented, right? A little bit more less meta. I've already sold a few of the metas, but a little bit less meta. We're just, I mean, the SBCs are necessary for these cards to rise over time. But I'm going to stick true to it. I'm going to always do my discard inform investing. I always mess around with it. All right, Atal's a really good example. We got Atal at 25. He's up to 37. So that's a card that people are enjoying, right? Abraham's gone from 14 to 18. Thuram, I think, went up a little bit of rewards. Did not actually sell him. Just chose not to. This is the beauty, man. You guys can sell whenever the hell you want. That's what's beauty about this investing, man. You can literally just sell whenever you feel like you want to sell. So yeah, man, thank you guys for tuning into my video tonight. I appreciate you guys, man. Much love to all the support on the channel. It is very appreciated, so thank you guys. Wow, I probably really underlisted that. Damn. That's funny. Anyways, guys, take it easy. See you guys later. Peace out.